Welcome back to Civilization 5 with me, OnionGrave64, CivilOnion or Daniel, based upon how you know me. This is a new batch, and it's been a couple of months since the last batch for me because I've had a lot of things going on in the background. What it does mean though is that I can't really remember in great detail what's happened, but what I can tell you, that I know for sure, is at the very least that we're at war with the United States. And the war is generally going better than we'd anticipated. I thought I'd have to win scientifically. Turns out, probably not. Now we've got the power in the air. That might have to change to win in a domination style. To win in a domination style, though, we need to take out Washington. And unfortunately, that's a city that's quite a long way away. And to get there, it's going to take us a long time. So we're going to slowly wear him down. And hopefully it won't take too many more parts before we're able to do so. The other civilizations in the game, we still have Hiawatha, but he's completely been neutered, so we don't really have to worry about him anymore. We don't actually know where Genghis Khan is, but in 5 turns we will, because satellites will, the technology will show us the entire map. And last but not least, we have Spain, who are quite friendly towards us, and as a result we do not have to particularly worry about them as a threat. So we're really not going to. When it comes to which city we can take out though, it looks like we've just taken out Muang Saliwang. So the main question here is, do we want to go to Washington via Sukhothai and then up possibly through Philadelphia and New York? Or do we want to try and break through at the very strong San Francisco, which we have tried to beat for a very long time and we still can't break through? There's a few options there for us. What we are going to do though, because we hadn't done it, is upgrade that anti-air unit, and we'll upgrade this one as well. I don't know why we didn't do that before now, but now we have, so we don't have to worry about such things. There's another one there that we haven't, which we will do now. There we go, lovely jubbly. Next turn. As you can see, we're under attack very often, but what we do know is that we're not too susceptible in the air at the very least because of the number of anti-air units and fighters that we have working for us. Our main concern though is our happiness, or lack of it, I should say. If we look at the happiness chart, we may have a lot of luxury goods, but we have an awful large amount of unhappiness coming from not only just the number of cities we have, because we have a lot, but our population is pretty impressive as well. Got a mobile SAM, which will give shock 2. Where do we want to put this? We're not likely to get attacked down here, so we definitely don't have to retain it. I'm honestly of the belief that we should bring it up here. So that is what we shall do. Infantry are pretty handy. I know they're only power 70, but that goes quite a long way, so we will make the most of it, methinks. If you can hear anything in the background, by the way, it's because we're at the end of the university year. So everybody is just kind of having a good time and chilling. The weather's lovely as well. It's been perfect cider drinking weather the past couple of weeks. So if you hear anything, that's what you're hearing. Like I said, we're just not complaining because it's just so nice outside, frankly. And obviously, if you're from the UK, you don't get that too often, to say the least. We'll get these all to heal. This bomber heals on the move. Yep, it's got air repair. So I can attack units even though there are triplanes in here and not have to worry being one-shotted down, and I can heal as I go as well. Took 46. So obviously that's quite a lot. So you don't want to do that very often, but if you are clever about how you use your air units, you can make your life a lot easier. Wow, that took a lot of damage and didn't even kill him. That's one thing that has to be said about air units though. The amount of damage they do is much less accurate. I'm just thinking it might be worth trying to take San Francisco on 2 sides. The only problem over here is that we don't have anti-air units. We have one in Antioch, which we want to upgrade. Why didn't we do that before? There we go. That might protect them, but for now I'm going to keep them in place just until the anti-air unit is available. Because I don't want to accidentally get it killed or get all the units there killed for no real reason. That would not be preferable, says Captain Obvious, but there we are. I'm not a big fan of the air combat, it has to be said, but that's because I don't really know how it works, if I'm being completely honest with you. I'm not massively knowledgeable about it, so it's kind of natural that I won't be as much of a fan. But once I'm starting to work these things out slowly but surely, so we're getting there. I'm going to move that. I'm going to put that there. I want that to heal, so I'll put it in the city. And we might as well fire at Genesi River. Taking that out should be pretty easy, all things considered. We have a workboat, lovely. Get that improved. I'm amazed I didn't do that earlier, but never mind. Got it done now, and that's what's important to us. What do we want to build? What do we want to build? We don't really need much of anything. We need happiness buildings, but we can't build one here, so not a whole lot we can do. So instead, we're just going to get some infantry out, I think. We might get a military academy first. That would make the units I build there a bit more effective. Can you build a happiness building? No, you cannot. I am guessing. Let's have a look. On my religion overview, yep, oh my word, they're expensive pagodas. That's a very expensive pagoda. I thought, ooh, 1200 we might get another, but no, we must have built a lot of them. An enemy is near. I think it's that artillery I saw. Yes, it is. Taking a lot of hits there, but none of them are particularly significant or high in damage. So we're healing them off at about the rate we're taking the damage, so that's pretty handy, all things considered. Oh, we're no longer the ally of Almaty. I'm not too bothered. It just means we won't get units off them as often. Can't remember what Almaty's unique unit is. Let's check. Oh, that's massively outdated, so we're definitely not worried about the Landschnet not being here. Where did you get all these artilleries from? That gets 2 shots, doesn't it? Indeed it does. Heal, please. Actually, I might move that to here. I should have done that before, but it didn't really affect much. So we've got a fighter here. I'm going to keep it where it is, and I want it to sleep. Get the mobile SAM. Can we upgrade this? No, because we haven't got to the anti... I think it's the anti-tank that Lancers evolve into, or upgrade to, not evolve. Too much Pokemon again. We'll get a march. That's nice. Let's get some upgrades going. Upgrades are flowing. If I do that, a bomber should be able to take that in one hit, in theory. We're going to do nothing. We're going to do nothing in case they get killed. We'll move that to here. It might get attacked by an artillery, but that will keep my units more safe than they would be otherwise. Is anybody here? Well, it looks like it was just artillery, so not an issue there. Got a university, lovely jubbly. Oh, we can get a happiness building in there, so definitely get that built. What I've noticed, when it comes to my frames per second, I'm about 30-35 frames per second at the moment, although I can do up to 60. It's all about how zoomed in I am. The further I zoom in, the lower the frames per second is. And I thought there must be some relationship linked to that, but I didn't think it'd be quite as direct as it is, in fact. But there you go. So I'm trying to avoid zooming out too far, because if by giving you an overview rather than an interview, that's not what I meant. I can give you an overview by zooming out, but then it turns into a bit more of a PowerPoint presentation than a video. Had some drink of my lovely plain water. It's not fun dieting. Doesn't do it for me, to be honest. Never mind. There's a cavalry apparently in our territory. Where is this? Oh, I'm not worried by that. Not in the slightest. Might as well use that to one hit. Fire on that. Beautiful. That's going to be a cakewalk by the looks of it. Parachutists can't attack on the same turn as they parachute, to my knowledge, so it's not as useful as you would hope. Get rid of that. Are any of these bombers not knackered? That one's kind of knackered. That one isn't. Why didn't we use that before? Never mind, that's got rid of that one. I only took 1 damage as well, that's nice. I could use these fighters to all attack the triplane, but it's not brilliant because the amount of damage you do is pretty poor. So, see, for example, I do that, the triplane takes 28, I take 22, so I'm not really benefiting in a massive way there. Sometimes you do it anyway, but not all the time. It does mean that if you're going to use your bombers, they are at least a bit safer, if nothing else. I like to keep one not doing that just in case more than anything else. Unfortunately though, because he has so many triplanes, one hit killing any of them is, well, at least getting one of them killed at the very least is turning out to be a very difficult exercise indeed. So we're going to have one that is literally not doing anything, just in case. So we have our mobile SAM in place now, our surface-to-air missile unit, if you don't know what SAM stands for. So how are we going to go about this? Because the artillery obviously has a 3-range attack, so I can't get too close. And if I get stuck in no man's land where I can attack, they can attack me and I can't attack them, we don't want that. So what we're going to do is go this way, by the looks of it. San Francisco is still way too difficult to take out, so we're just not going to try right now. So instead, we're going to go over here. And if they try and attack us at Stockholm, I've got bombers in the area, so it's not too bad. And I did not mean to go there. Luckily I have marched, so it's not a big penalty for having made that gaff, but never mind. Still attacking me down here and not bothered. They're giving me free experience and I'm not really taking any massive amount of damage. That infantry, how much did it take? It took 70, that's nothing as well, so not horsed about that one. Actually wondering, did the artillery fire on me as well as the city? In which case that's pretty pathetic damage, all things said. Got an upgrade. Is it because I've just built it? Yes it is. I could get a bombardment one, but it's more important when we get to the state where we can actually take the city on that we do so immediately. That's still taking damage, so we'll quickly heal. We'll quickly heal them all before we go on to another one. The bombers can attack though. There's no issue in doing that. So we definitely shall continue that pursuit. So who's taking damage where? Oh wow, he's got a lot of artilleries. Lots and lots of artilleries. But I am not bothered by this fact. That's ready to be taken out whenever I can get a unit down there, in fact. If that attacks, it doesn't get killed, so that's all I really need to know. I can use that cavalry to take that city out next turn. So that is perfectamundo. Going to move that there. The US having such an enormous border makes us a bit of a pain in the bum. Just a bit. I'm going to have to put that up there. Like that. I don't really want to get the Lancer in there. The Lancer's just too weak now. So, oopsie daisy, I did not mean to do that. Do that. The auto-scrolling units thing I may change for a future LP because it is very annoying. It is very annoying. I don't really need to take that out, but I will. I'm not too worried, weirdly, about the Great War Infantry. I'm more interested in trying to take the artillery out. Simple reason for that is because then I can put my the Great War Infantry loses to my infantry, long story short, and as a consequence, if I can just keep producing infantry, then they'll overpower it by default, but the artillery can smash a city very quickly, so getting rid of them is of great importance. And next turn we're going to get satellites. That'd be very nice. That'll make this map completely fog of war free. So you'll no longer have to see the cloud texture. I am just amazed at how many units he has at San Francisco. It's unbelievable.